are indeed, Ya Rasulullah, the one who possesses the greatest of character. It tells us that his entire mission was founded in how he interacted with the people. Historically and biographically, when you refer to the history of the Holy Prophet of Islam, you recognize that when he reached out to the people in his communities, he didn't debate with them. He didn't, for example, present to them intellectual knowledge and say that your worshipping of idols, it carries no substance. It carries no weight. In fact, nurture that inner fitri idea of worship towards the worship of one God. Rather, he invites the people through his good character. People were attracted because of his good nature. And what's interesting is that there's another ayah in the Holy Quran which explains that if the Prophet was harsh-hearted, he had nothing to the time when he controlled everything and he had authority, absolute authority over everything, you realize that his moral traits remained consistent. They did not fluctuate. When the world was taken away from him, he was the same as to when the entire world was given to him. When he had no power, his compassion, his mercy, his akhlaq was exactly the same as to when the entire world was given to him, when he had absolute authority. So it was consistent. His akhlaq was not influenced by external circumstances. When you refer to some of the empirical studies that are there, one of the things that they speak about is that when a person becomes much more wealthier and when he acquires much more power, he becomes arrogant. And power corrupts. But we don't see that in the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Good character, khuluqan azim, was part of his essence, which meant that it was impossible to separate Rasulullah from this characteristic of being a received. Now what this means is that a person naturally in this state, or goodness is done towards them, they respond with evil. Whenever you give them something, they do not show gratitude. Whenever you're nice to them, they do not reciprocate with niceties. They reciprocate with aggression. They are ungrateful. They have certain rudeness that is there within their character. And you find that this is an idea that's presented within the Holy Quran. وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنْ عِبَادِيَ الشَّكُورِ, that little from amongst humanity are truly grateful. And it's not just in reference to human-human interaction, it's in reference mostly towards human and the divine interaction. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted us with so much. Yet how many of us actually recognize these gifts and these blessings for us to turn to Him and for us to be grateful towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? But despite that, you realize that amongst human-human relationships, you find that there is a category where a person gives less than what they receive. When goodness is given towards them, they reciprocate, or they answer with rudeness, they answer with negativity, they answer with aggression. This level, anyone who is part of this level, you begin to recognize that they are spiritually, likewise they are morally compromised. And it's not a natural place to be at. That whosoever is recognized to be at this level